I'm heading out to explore the Fort Rousseau Causeway and World War II bunkers, starting with the first island ahead of me. I'm just on the northwest side of the Sitka airport. The anchored moonstruck just on the east side of the Sitka airport and runway. Eliason Harbor is just behind these trees where I came from. Coast Guard helicopters were out either on missions or training, flying around. Very active airspace here around Sitka. Lots of little float planes landing around the boats. Got to keep your eyes and ears alert aircraft. Hopefully this is just training. There's another second one ready to take off. This is the launch or put-in spot for kayaks and small boats. You can see the airport out there. This is looking back towards the airport in Sitka. And we'll start the little tour from here. You can see up inside here. Not sure what that was for. But just right off the trail is a site here. Not sure if it's a bunker. Take a peek inside. Somebody's brought a log stool in. And there's old coal. There's more logs in here. I don't know if you can see. So right off the bat, we got to see the structure. It'll be interesting to find out what these are. I missed the steps. Instead, took the rocky way. Very pretty with all the oxeye daisies. It looks like so much of this is severe decay, almost completely engulfed in moss, trees. It's like being in a lost jungle here. Everything is encapsulated in green moss. This is another foundation just across the trail from the last one. So this is the third building, both sides of what is now the trail. At one time it used to be a road, connected all these islands. So this might have been the only big flat area on the middle island where these buildings could be situated. Building number 4, at least that I have found, is almost totally engulfed in vines. These are all in line with each other. Don't know how far this originally went down. It's now filled in. Just less than a foot down below the bottom rim. This is looking back the way I came towards Sitka and the airport. And you can tell the incredible storms they get here because this is what is left of the causeway. This is where the trail used to go, but it's been washed out. It's just a drop off. This is where the trail continues on. This is the trail, what's left of the old road. Here's an old foundation and you can't even tell. It is so overgrown. The first clue was a little meadow on a very rocky island. I knew that couldn't be natural. This one's been filled up too, but you can see the pipe fitting in the center down there. This looks like there might have been either a rail line or an overhead tram. Speaking of the mountain, up here on one of these little islands, not sure if this helicopter, Coast Guard helicopter, is keeping an eye on me or what. going to be rocky going over this next causeway. It's really broken up. So on the way back, still looking for structures. And watching the Coast Guard doing their maneuvers. This may not be here for long. Just a little ways into the trees is a good sized structure. Looking in, you can see what looks like to be storage bins. 1, 2, 3 square holes. Walk around and see what I can see on the other side. And the berries are on. I already tasted a couple, and they're pretty sweet. This long square column actually has a hole in it. I mean, it's actually frame construction here with wood interior that hasn't rotten away. So now I'm on the Vera Blanoi. I'm probably butchering that name, but the Vera Blanoi Island, closer to the airport. And here we go with some nice big structures. With the size of this door, yep, I was thinking it might be the munitions depot, which it is. Danger explosives. And with this big firewall and fire door where they can hand munitions out of that slot right there. It may be too dark in here. It's an arched hangar shape. So this is inside the munitions depot. It echoes. You can see people's artwork. And back to the end. There's lots of humidity in the air today, so you can see my condensation from my breath. And fire in here. It really echoes just inside. So you can imagine the parties people have in here or other activities. It wouldn't take much to blow your eardrums out, though. You can just barely make out shapes of some letters there, or numbers, maybe in number 8. Pretty neat. So here's a nice piece of equipment. This is on Vera Blanoi Island. My apologies again for the poor pronunciation. This is on the southwest side of Vera Blanoi Island. Another munitions depot with a trail leading up to the top. I'll check that out in a minute. So the door's off. I'm not sure if the hinges rusted out, because you definitely wouldn't be able to kick that down. It's always weird coming into some of these spaces without knowing what's inside. So it doesn't have the graffiti like the other one. Actually, it looks clear in here. I'll walk in. Looking back at the entrance, there's